So after over a year of no family trips together, finally we decided to take the plunge. There you can see the two little men trying to wake up from their slumbers for the trip that we are going to start. So there you can see the the elder one all happy and ready because that's what he is like whenever he gets to go out. So we started off from my apartment at around 6 a.m. and pretty soon we were into the mountains. There you can see just on the horizon the mountains are starting. So just to give a background about this trip, this is where we stopped for some breakfast because everyone was quite hungry and we didn't start off with anything that we had eaten. So this was the long weekend of 15th August and I was trying to look up for places in Lonavala, Khandala, then Alibaug and all other spaces, the popular tourist spots nearby. And I was not able to find a proper place because we are quite late in searching up for anything, right? Finally, just before the day that we left, which is like 12th, I think, yes, on 12th, I finally started that I have to find a place to stay. So that's when my eye spotted a place called Murud Janjira. It's around Alibaug. Alibaug is the popular tourist spot, which is also called Mini Goa. So it's around 15 kilometers from Alibaug, and there were these very cute, surprising container homes that I have always wanted to stay in, and I just went ahead and booked two homes. I didn't tell anyone that we'll be staying in container homes. Just wanted to surprise them. Although it didn't go the way that I expected, but anyway, so that is us moving towards Alibaug, and then from Alibaug we'll be moving to Murud Janjira. We just stopped for a few minutes at Alibaug. There you can see there's the popular tourist spot where everyone goes to. We just stopped there for like 10-15 minutes, and then from there we started again towards Murud Janjira. So there you have it. After a drive of like 3.5 to 4 hours, I mean, which included some of the breaks that we took for breakfast and Alibaug, we finally reached the spot. So these are the beautiful container homes. I mean, they might not look that beautiful from outside, but let me just take you inside, and you'll get to see how beautiful these were. I mean, from the outside, you won't be able to tell that these are like fully furnished hotel rooms with premium assortments inside. Right there, you can see it. So, although personally I was very happy that I had selected this place, given the fact that it is one of a kind experience, right? You don't get to stay in container homes at all the places that you go. But given that I had small kids with me, the insides of the room were small, so there wasn't a lot of space for him to play inside the rooms. Although the outside of the containers, you have this large porch, right, and the large garden areas where he could play a lot, but because there was a lot of rain, so I mean he couldn't play a lot outside. So, I mean, if you are alone, if you are a couple, or if you have bachelor friends with you, this can be a perfect staycation. And the tariff was not also very extremely high, so it was like 3000 rupees or 3500 rupees per container. So, in total, it cost me like 7000 rupees. And yeah, anyway, I mean, it was not that small, so there was this veranda outside each container home where they could play. And there you can see the little one trying to dig his way into the treasures of his mother's purse. That's what he loves doing. Both the kids, they just love to dig through the treasure. So now sharing some detail about the location of this resort. So the name of the property is Coasta Resort, Koasta, and it's located right at the bay itself. So adjacent to the property, you can see this rocky beach and the sea nearby. It was lunchtime by the time we reached, and so I quickly went out and got some food for us. By the way, the food is really expensive around this place. Even a veg thali costs like 180, 190 rupees. There you can see the menu, right? So while I was getting lunch, I also ventured around alone because I mean, whenever I was getting like 10, 15 minutes, half an hour of time alone, I would just venture around a bit and try to get some idea about the spots nearby because with everyone around it's difficult to get. So this is the Kordai beach. It's very near to where we stayed, and this is the hill on top of which the Murud Janjira fort is. You can see this route, right? This is one of the most dangerous rides that I have taken in my life. So the width of this road is exactly the width of my vehicle, and if some other car was to pass from the opposite direction, then I would have to do a reverse till the starting point of this road.
This was the most terrified ride that I've ever taken in my life, but it was worth it. Just look at the view behind me. Just look at it. Wow. This is one hell of a ride of a lifetime. And look at the other side. That's the Arabian Sea. Literally the width of that lane was equal to the width of my car. I am not that expert of a driver. Ulta side se agar if a vehicle would have come, then I would have been really stuck. I don't know. I also have to go the same way back. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is nice. Nice. Look at the fort above, right? Let me just close my door. Yeah. So there's the fort you can see behind me, right? That's Kolai Fort. It's huge actually. The entire top of this hill is basically the fort. So this is the Kolai Fort lighthouse. I don't know if I can go in. I don't think I can go in. That's it. I think there is some work in progress kind of going on. So maybe at other times people can come and visit this lighthouse also. And yeah, there's the fort at the top. Now time to leave. It's a mesmerizing place. Good that I could at least come to this place a bit, because I mean when you come with family there are so many things that you have to restrict yourself to, because with my kids growing up, hope they also are just like the free bird that their dad is. Still, let's try to go up a bit just to get some feeling, right? Going up a bit. Isn't this like some Swiss town that has been pulled out of Europe's breast and then taken straight up to a Spanish coast? It is, right? There you can see some bulls feasting with this new grown grass. They are also having a time of their life for this year. I'll go back now. The missus is hungry. If she is hungry, then still left. If I had to climb up, then I could have claimed that I have been to the top of Murud Janjira hill. Don't have that much of time.
So this is a rock sand beach that was just outside the resort that we're staying in. There you can see the recognizable bridge, right? It's not a sandy beach, so no possibility of getting into the ocean from here. But you can see a lot of shells of mollusks and conches that you have flown outside from the sea to this beach, right? And there you can see the hill right at the other end of the bay. So that's Murud Janjira fort that I had just been to. I mean, if I were alone, I would have maybe trekked on top of that hill also. But yeah, I was not alone, so that was not an option that I had. Anyway, spending some time was a breeze here. So next from here we started towards the Tara Bandar beach, which is again a rocky beach. I mean, these are black rock beaches that you would see in a large number around this part of the country. So after spending some time on the black rocks of Tarabandar beach, we went towards the Kashid beach, which is the first white sand beach of the region. And there you can see it will give you a proper Goa vibe, although most of the shops were closed at the time when we reached.
So अभी हम लोग पहुंच गए हैं काशी बीच. Finally, after lots of black rock beaches, we have arrived at a proper white sand beach.
Papa with Chotu. Shota.
So by the time we left Kashid beach, it was almost night and it was time for our dinner. So we went back to Alibaug to this restaurant called Spice Restaurant and had some really good chicken lollipops and some seafood. So early next morning, me and my father we went back towards Tarabandar beach to have breakfast is in one of these shacks located right at the beach. So let's just enjoy the views while we have our breakfast. तो ब्रेकफास्ट करने के लिए हम एक शैक में आ गए हैं। मैंने ऑर्डर किया मसाला अंडा मैगी। So this is the entry to our resort. As you can see, it's right on the Black Rock beach. And just opposite to that, you can see this tiny little. Is it a waterfall? I don't know. Maybe, but the water seems pretty clear. What I'll do is I'll just walk down to this. Oh, there are so many fish in here. Not sure whether it's clean enough to take a bath. But yeah, it seems clean only. It is a waterfall. I think these barricades were done. And by this time, you folks should already know, right? There is nothing that can stop me from taking a dip in the waterfall when I see it. And that's me. So after taking all the freshness in, I was all set to start for the day. So that's the waterfall behind me that you can see. That's where I took my fresh bath. Now, let me try to take in something. There you can see. So we left Alibaug at around 12:30 the next day. We were confused to some extent on whether to spend one more day here or move to the next spot, which is Mulshi. But then after a lot of thoughts, we decided to move on. This has been a very pleasant stay at Alibaug and I definitely would want to visit it again. Stay tuned for the next part of this video in the rain-drenched world of Mulshi.